My name is Audrey Richards, and I dialyse in York Renal Unit. I've been on dialysis for 13 years now. Well, it is a long time. At the time I was working, and that morning when I walked down to the shop, I felt I was dying. I didn't think I would last the day, and they told me to go to the clinic. And then from there he got in contact with Dr. Worth in the renal unit here and made an appointment to see him. And from then on, that was it. I kept saying, no, I'm fine, I don't need to go on dialysis. But in the end, he said to me, well, your figures in the computer were really drastic. He said, you really need to do something. First of all, I did peritoneal dialysis, but unfortunately, after about 18 months, I just blew up. I just put on 6 stone in about 6 months, and apparently what I was doing, I was absorbing the glucose out of the water. And he said to me it was like eating 2 Mars bars a day and not having the pleasure. Well, I now look at it as if I'm going to work. And those 3 days that I'm on are lost days. So I make most of the 2 days in the week, that's it, the Tuesday and Thursday, that I do something that I want to do, yeah. But other than that, I've got quite used to it now. So it is like going to work. Yeah. Julie Rice, one of the nurses in the unit, one day she came up to me and she started telling me about this new thing they were trying, buttonholing. And she kind of explained it all to me, and said, would you like to try it? So I'm game for anything. So I said, yeah, I'll have a go. And that was it. So when I came back from Australia that time, Julie had done the first set, but they wouldn't let me use the blunt needles in Australia because it had a lot of infection. So I kind of went along with it. I was quite angry about it actually, because they closed up in that month that I was out there. So when I came back, I'd had a bit of trouble with the buttonholing. Well, it's like Julie explained to me, because she was stood over me and she was following her own line from there, and I found it difficult to sort of follow it. She said to me, now you can make your own with sharp needles. Oh, I thought, no, I'll never do that. But I did, and it went quite well. But what I was doing, I was following the scars from when I was on the sharp needles all the time. And they kind of went in a line like that. So that's what I did. I followed those lines and found the vein very quickly. And it went well. We did that for about a month, and then she said to me, now you can try your blunt needles. And that's it. And I've had these buttonholes ever since. I've been using the same tract.
And you went back out to Australia, didn't you, with these new buttonholes, which
I did.
formed yourself?
Yes.
Yourself?
Yes. When I got out there, I was in the same hospital again. And they said, no, you can't do buttonholing. We don't do buttonholing here. And so I said, I want to see the doctor. And he came in and he said, no, we don't want you to do it. So I said, well, I'm sorry. The nurses have given me all these blunt needles and I intend to use them and I will do it. And I kind of set my face at him. My husband always says I'd frighten anybody with doing that. So he said, we're not going to be taking the blame for it if you get an infection or anything like that. So I thought, well, I'll go out and get some betadine. And I bought some out that you can't buy it in England.
No.
But you can buy it in Australia.
Betadine.
Betadine, yes. It's like iodine, isn't it, basically? And I bought a bottle of that and I thought, well, I'll show you how I get an infection. And I didn't, and it worked perfectly. But the thing was, every morning I used to get all the nurses would come round and stand and watch me do it, you know. Most mornings. I got used to it in the end, but at first it was a bit off-putting, you know, yeah.
And that changed the relationship between you and the nurses out there?
Well, they were quite surprised, you know, because I suppose maybe because I got so used to doing it, you know, they thought it was really easy, which it is. You get very sort of independent, you know, and so the nurses showed me how to line the machine and program it and everything like that, and so it all got together more or less, you know. So which is what I wanted to do that home care, but unfortunately my husband was too ill. He wouldn't have been able to cope with it. So it was agreed that I could come into the unit, which I quite like, because we have a good rapport, all the patients. And I've been doing it ever since, doing that, you know. I just come into the unit, set the machine up, put myself on. I don't have to rely on a nurse anymore. Well, it makes you very independent. And like I say, you don't have to, you know, you don't have to have a nurse to do everything for you. You just come in and set everything up and that's it. And the same when you come off, you know, you take yourself off. For me, it's very satisfying, yes. Well, as I say, it makes you so independent. Maybe I'm a bit too independent, I don't know. But nobody's ever told me I am.
Do you enjoy doing it?
I do, yes. Well, as I say, it makes you so independent. Maybe I'm a bit too independent, I don't know. But nobody's ever told me I am.
Do you enjoy doing it?
I do, yes. Oh, no, I would, definitely. Well, I have spoken to quite a few of them in the unit, but it hasn't sunk in yet.